welcome back to Reading is Fun. I'm Sansa Hill, and before I start today's video, I just want to say that I am sorry because last Sunday I wasn't able to upload any video because I had some tests at school. So this video is also uploaded late because of the same reason. But do not worry, I'll be regular again and I will post videos like I used to. So for today's book review, I'm going to review one of my favorite books, that is Black Beauty, written by Anna Sewell. She was born in Norfolk and her mother was Mary Wright Sewell, and she was also a very successful children's author. And this book, which Anna Sewell has written, Black Beauty, it was the first English novel that was written from a perspective of an animal, and in this case, a horse. So Anna Sewell wrote this book when she was a little bit ill, and she wrote it down on scripts of small pieces of paper, and her mother wrote it in a notebook, and it got published. But as soon as it got published, Anna Sewell fell very ill, and then she suffered great pain. And after 5 months of the publication of Black Beauty, she died. And this was the only book she has written. So one thing I want to tell you before I review the book, I want to say that even though the book has only 90 pages, it has a very deep meaning, and she explains a lot in this book just in these 90 pages. And it's also a very emotional and heart-touching book. And when I read it, it really touched my heart. And all these bad things that happen in the book will show us humans how to behave in real life. So nowadays, this book is considered as a children's story and a novel for everyone to read, but it was actually written for the people who kept horses. And Anna Sewell said that there was a special aim in kindness and that we should take care of animals towards their treatment. We should treat them well. So what happens in this book, there is a little horse. His name is Black Beauty. And when he was little, he was treated very well because he was at a farmer who was very nice to him. And at that time, his name was Darky. So as time flew by and he became older, and the farmer had to sell him to the horse training station that trained horses. And luckily for Black Beauty, they were also very nice. So when he reached the training station, they named him Black Beauty because he looked very nice, and he was completely black in appearance, and he was a very nice horse as well. And soon after a bit of training, he became the best horse in the stable. There he also met another horse, Ginger, who was not as fortunate as Black Beauty, because when Ginger was little, she was grown up in a farm who did not take care of her. They beat her with a whip, and they did not take care of Ginger very well. That's why Ginger grew up to be a doubtful horse. She did not trust many humans. So there was also another horse, Merrylegs, and there was Justice, and many more horses that came, and they all became best friends. And as time flew by, they finished their training as a horse, and Ginger and Black Beauty were sent to live in different places, in different areas. They were sold, they were bought, they were sent for working, they were tried out for different jobs. And as time flew by, they weren't as fortunate as they were when Black Beauty was little. He was fortunate to have good owners, but when he grew up, he wasn't so fortunate because there were different people who beat him and took a whip and hit them very hard, and they did not care much for the horses. In the end, when Black Beauty is very old, he finds a nice, quiet, beautiful spot with the old couple who took care of him for the rest of his days. So what is the main story in this book, like I mentioned earlier, is that nowadays humans are not caring for our surroundings, our streets and roads, and some people are not caring. They're just wasting food, throwing plastic bottles. They're not even recycling the things that can be recycled. So that gives harm to nature. And when we give harm to nature, then when the nature is destroyed, the animals are completely going extinct. Like the dinosaurs went extinct thousands and thousands of years ago, but that was not the humans' fault. But there are different other animals, such as the dodo bird. It also got extinct because of us humans. We started hitting them and killing them. So because of that, so many animals are now even endangered to almost finish, such as elephants and the giant pandas, and many other animals are about to just finish out of the earth. But there are some good people and some companies, they are trying to save the animals, and they're trying their best to stop the hunting and the killing. So Anna Sewell just wants to show us that we should treat animals like we treat ourselves, and we should treat them the same way that everyone else is being treated. We should give them food and a home like humans have food and home, and we should be loyal to them, because animals can be loyal to humans as well. Like the most loyal animals that I can think of, they are like a horse, dog, and cats. Now you may think that cats are not very loyal, but they are. Except you guys, maybe you guys don't understand how they repay your loyalty. Dogs are one of the most loyal animals ever, and so are horse. So we should pay good respect towards them like they do towards us, because they also love us and they don't want any harm towards us. So just, even if you have a pet, then take care of it and appreciate all their efforts to try to keep you company. One thing else that I learned from this book is that sometimes we humans keep animals enclosed in cages, and like birds like to fly and they spread their wings and they like to fly up away, but we keep them in cages and they are not be able to free. So we should also take care of those birds, and we should let them free instead of capturing them and keeping them at our homes. What's the point? The birds are just going to get depressed by not flying, and they will just die. So we should let them go, and we should just enjoy the weather, like we are walking in a park and the birds are flying. So we can enjoy that sight instead of keeping the birds in cages. How would you feel if a person kept you enclosed in a small space? Tell me in the comment section below. Well, that's all for today's video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be the first one to see my next book review. See you next time on Reading is Fun. Bye for now.